might give you a boost. If I'm not shaking violently from the amount of caffeine I had, I don't even feel like I'm alive.
I've cut back on pop too quite a bit though. Pop, soda, whatever.
Mine is sugar. Mine is sugar.
You've been watching like K-pop doing.
That's like James's Golden is James' current favorite song, so we have a lot of dance parties to the K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack.
This episode is brought to you by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. Mark and I have known each other since college, and we connected fast.
Oh, yeah? How fast?
Like T-Mobile 5G Home Internet fast.
Well, in fact, I bet you could literally hop online in less than 15 minutes and connect with their fast speeds at a great price, no matter what your budget looks like.
On top of that, you don't have to worry about your price synergy thanks to the 5-year price guarantee.
I didn't feel any air quotes coming from you on that one, I'm not gonna lie.
With their fast 5G speeds, quick 15-minute setup, and 5-year price guarantee, you really can't ask for a better setup.
Visit T-Mobile.com/home-internet to check availability. Guarantees monthly price of fixed wireless 5G internet data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Service delivered via 5G network speeds vary with factor affecting cellular networks. Guarantee exclusions and details at T-Mobile.com/home-internet.
Can I talk to you about my unwavering natural charisma?
I don't know if I'll be able to withstand your assault.
I know, right? Can I unleash this upon you? So I'm playing that stupid Roman humor.
Yeah.
Did I tell you any more about it since I started talking?
The last update, your group plan, whatever, had folded into another one, and you had been folded into the leadership structure.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, so I started on a new server. Because I was like, I bet I can run things better than you asshole ever could. I'm going to show them. I'll start my own guild. I'll start my own guild. My own rules. I'll do it my way. Fucking on the server. Because I'm the fucking best. And I am giving them lots of intelligence.
Free play, right, buddy?
Free play. So it turns out all you need to do to get people to call you king and boss and chat is give them lots of diamonds and pointing them off their hearts.
That's so fucking funny.
Number one, baby. But it would cost about $150. I'm doing so it's not for me. It's for me.
Hey, running your own kingdom is expensive. I get it.
Don't worry, soon the profit will turn around. You start making it back. Anyway, I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to.
Dude, I get it. I was the video game guy for a while. I get it. It's easy to get sucked in and like, oh man, that streak of like wanting to be at the top and be the best. You definitely got to make it work.
That's not right.
Yeah.
I said it this way, like, it also helps with sheep, and I need to lead them like the great herder, shepherd.
I heard him, Mark. Heard him.
I heard them, all right. No,
Oh, you poor bastard.
but additionally, they definitely follow me.
Yeah, it's kind of charisma.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You get a bonus to your charisma by giving out diamonds.
So yeah, it turns out money.
You get a plus 2 on the wars.
That's so funny.
Anyway, yeah, that's my. I really need to stop playing that game because I really need to get back to them.
I was there great. Great Shadow Legends guilds, man.
Can't wait for that. Different flavor.
I got super into it, but very big money pit. Very easy to fall into that one.
I've been trying to find a thing to get addicted to that I could give money to, because I had mine. I'm not above it, but I haven't played Valorant in a long time. My thing for a long time was I played Counter-Strike, and then I got into Valorant because it was like competitive 5v5 shooters, and I would buy skins. I must have. I've never actually quantified. It's probably an embarrassing amount of money in Valorant skins. Easily $600 or $700 total, probably. Because like I would not, and maybe I'd buy one single one off the shop for like a few bucks when they went on sale. But then they had a few sets in a row where it was like, for $100 you get this whole set.
Like your first $2 in, you're in.
I've even been trying sports gambling. This is a terrible take, but like, I like sports, and I feel like I would like I know you just lose money. I know that's not, but I'm like, I feel like I would enjoy sports gambling. Like, it's fun. You think about the game. You could make ridiculous, prop bets or whatever they call them, parlays. You bet on anything you want. It's be like, and you'll just always lose because the more complicated your parlay, the more guaranteed to lose it is. I don't even like that. Even when I win a sports bet, I'm like, I mean, like, I don't know. I need a vice. I need a vice, man.
The vice for me is in these games. It's not so much about me buying for me. It's in this game has a gifting mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what gets me because I really like other people getting things. So there was an event that just happened on the main server that I'm on, and it's like suddenly there's 9 more things I can get. I'm like, max them all out immediately. Yeah, they were cheaper, but it was like,
yeah.
We should take Mark shopping with us or something.
I love gifts. Sure.
Yeah, all of a sudden I'm here too. I don't know when I buy you guys for all the time.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Like, except for the auto mall or the car, and then like rentals. Look, yeah, you don't have a car. We gotta get you a car. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll get you both e-bikes.
I do have an e-bike, but I would enjoy one that was a little more casual. I have an e-bike that's just a bike that also has that, and it's like really tall because I'm huge, but I really want like a Super 7. I want one that looks like a motorcycle.
I've not been on a bike of any kind in probably 10 years. It's a good way to get in shape, even if it's an e-bike, as long as you pedal, like you're still getting some kind of workout that you do that.
They are fun. I recently tuned mine up and rode it for the first time in a while. We don't live in a great spot here to like ride it anywhere useful, but it's really fun.
Oh, you know what I remember? Amy showed me Alt Park. I didn't know about that.
It's a great place.
You know, I went to sex. What? No. What are you talking? Wasn't there a whole bit like 10 years ago when we were in LA? It was like, that's when almost people go to fuck.
Alt Park is in Cincinnati.
Oh.
That place you never leave.
See, this is why when we did the Cincinnati episode, we did such a terrible job because I didn't know about Alt Park. I guess I've never been there. So. Cincinnati is
really nice.
One of the best park cities in the world. It has incredibly maintained and beautiful parks everywhere. Oh, I just didn't know they existed.
Yeah, I never really did park stuff until James, but pretty much everywhere we've gone, anywhere in the city or the suburbs, it's like, this is beautiful.
Isn't it also like there's a really beautiful cemetery here? I forget the name of it. That's not Old Park, but it's
Is that Spring Grove? That's not. No, that's not. You see, I don't know if that would be beautiful. That wouldn't.
There's one that was really big and beautiful. I think I've been there once, but it's been since like 2010. I don't remember the name of it. It might be Spring Grove. Where does this? Like we were thinking Chica and Henry have random parks all over the place. Here's one of the biggest dog parks I've ever seen in my life, by these huge soccer fields that is just like by Lumpkin. And then there's another one. This park behind the Gold's. Just right in this back behind the Gold Star. I'm sure this has a name and everyone knows about it, but it was like it's one of the prettiest parks. There's like a circle in the front and 2 things in there, and a huge nature trail going through the whole woods there. And then on that road, the main road is like I'm looking down and it's like this amphitheater style. The grass, like it's a grass that's been cut, but then it goes to tall like wildflowers, and it's just the trees follow that. It looks like an amphitheater. It looks like intentionally designed. It's one of the most beautiful things ever. And I'm like, this is just incredible. There's a lot of, I mean, the Nature Center alone, I got married. That's a beautiful place. They got beautiful walking paths. There's all kinds of parks. I'm sure there's some, there's just parks behind churches. I swear they hide some of them intentionally so people don't know about them. Cincinnati has incredible features. Why didn't we name any of them in the episode where we talking about Cincinnati?
That's not what we do.
We're name the ones everyone talks about. Kings Island. That's it. You know, Cincinnati used to, this recently owned a railroad that stretched from Cincinnati down to Louisiana. No, they don't know that entire railroad.
The city did?
The city did, yeah. And they just sold it a couple years ago. It was on a boat going here for it. You guys probably wouldn't for it. Because
a couple years. I just got here.
Right. You might have voted for it. Or against it. They might have, yeah. Anyway, it was one of the propositions that you were supposed to read up. Anyway, they They sold it for $1.5 billion. $billion.
We could have been railroad folk. We could have bought that.
I've always dreamed of running a railroad.
Well, they sold it as controversial because they'd owned it since like the 1800s, and it had been making since the 1990s.
Yeah, I didn't want to get rid of it.
Well, and I'm a little. I mean, I know that railroads can be privately owned, but I'm a little surprised that they could, because that sort of thing. Part of the problem modernly with railroads is that to make them, the government has to seize land, right? Like they use eminent domain to just take people's property or get huge easements on people's property. That doesn't work so well in the modern world where everything is pretty, especially but around cities at least, everything's pretty jammed up. It's not like there's just empty space and no one is using it. But yeah, so that they had a bunch of property tied up in that as well, which is why it was so valuable. But it's crazy that they could just convey that to a private party.
Yeah, for $1.5 billion, you can do a lot of things.
I feel like they could have done more.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. But it went into a trust that has since appreciated in value. It's like $1.6 billion. And already there's been tens of millions. And it's allocated to like road repair, bridge repair, public services, things like that. So it's actually, I'm not sure 100% of the plans, but it's working out for 60 days.
Road repair this year has been kind of brutal. We had a really tough winter last year, and the roads got really decimated over that course. I feel like this year I've seen so much more road construction and so much more that needs it. They were working on a thing years ago. I don't think on King Lord. Did we talk about the podcast where they had like the self-repairing roads and they were trying to work on?
It sounds like technology. Are you sure you want to bring this up?
Yeah, because I was like, that sounds great. Why don't we have those? I don't know how expensive they are to make, but the road apparently like somehow defaults back to its original shape whenever it's done or something.
Whenever it's done.
It could be bullshit. It could have been snake oil.
I assume it must be heat related or something, where it's like if it gets good direct sunlight and warms up, it will reform, redeform. It will shape itself back to some. I think the roads that I wish worked out, that I think they just didn't work out technologically. Have you guys ever seen roads that are also photovoltaic cells? So the road generates electricity.
I've seen that.
Solar electricity.
You've seen the sidewalks that are little pressure generators, like they're little.
No, that's cool.
It's cool. Apparently, it's on the cities because people not only walk on them, they spit, they drop gum down there, So it's like, if anyone's been anywhere where humans walk, they realize, like,
Opened. DURA, capital B, capital A, capital S, lowercase t again. Test road is open, which uses experimental asphalt mixture that can repair itself when micro cracks appear. Repairs cracks and potholes on their own using various technologies like microcapsules, steel fibers, and induction heating.
Sounds pretty fancy for a road. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, but like how much money is wasted just redoing roads?
wasted, you mean go into the pockets of those respectable construction.
I'm sure they could be constructing other things other than just the same road they already know, probably. I'm not saying take their jobs, I'm just saying there's a lot of things that need maintenance that probably don't get it.
I think the thing that's annoying to me is the efficiency of road. Because the thing about roads is they're kind of, without knowing any of the science of it, roads are like consumables, right? There's no such thing as a road that never needs to be repaired. Roads are beat to shit inherently. They have like some of the heaviest stuff on them all the time, going really fast, putting really weird loads and moving loads and all kinds of stuff engineering-wise onto them. It's not like if we just made all roads out of like concrete or some like really hard metal or some mystical material that doesn't exist, that they would still just never be repaired. It would just be a matter of like, oh, well, this one doesn't need to be repaired for several years longer.
Yeah.
But it's 10 times more expensive to put in, and you can't repair it. You have to rip it out and replace it. Like that might be the thing about asphalt is it's not very hardy. It needs a lot of repairs, but it's super fucking easy to put down fresh asphalt. It's not as much of a like installing roads with technologies, installing roads with induction heating in them. Anything that involves little intricate stuff you have to install and needs to go the whole length of whatever, like however fucking long roads are. The cost is outrageous, and just dumping down some fresh asphalt and squishing it into place is, if there was a better way to do it that made financial sense, they would, because they would make more money if they did it in a more efficient way. But it sucks that it's like, in Cincinnati at least, it feels like there's no major roads that I use that aren't partially, totally fucked by some construction, where it's like,
Even like getting here today, I went a path that was like, why did I go up here? Road closed. You go 18 miles this way going around.
Did you read navigation?
I did. It led me right to the road construction.
That's not very good navigation.
Maybe you should switch your navigation.
Yeah, it's that stupid rental navigation.
Is it Apple Notes? Is it you doing the built-in car navigation?
I tried it today. I don't know if I'll go back.
The built-in car one?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh, honestly, those are interesting, but they're still just never going to be as good as the live ones. But like my car has really fancy. It has live traffic. It has live lane. It tries to do all the stuff that like Google Maps does, but it just doesn't do it as well because it turns out it's made by a car company and not a maps company.
Yeah.
Oh, well. What were we talking about? Oh, ways to improve the show.
Right. Okay, that was one.
You know how we improve the show?
yeah.
Shows like late night shows have staffs of like hundreds of people. We don't have enough hundreds of people feeding us things to talk about.
You know where you could get hundreds of people really quickly?
Go Bear staff want to show those up here? Sorry.
I laughed at it when it started, not because I'm like, haha, yeah. The fans.
Oh.
Well, we're not going to pay them anything.
No, yeah. It's we'll pay an exposure.
There are no fan labor laws as far as I know.
I like that. I like that. What does staff do with those shows?
Honestly, I'm not sure what 100 to 150 people do on a show. It's a show that airs 5 nights a week, so probably like some number of them like write like the interview questions.
Oh, for that show specifically, I'm not going to say scheme off the top. That's something making an accusation.
Yeah,
Well, these talks about staff in general.
So you're one of those types that wants Jimmy Kimmel off the air, huh?
No, it was fun.
It's fine.
Oh, so
Listen,
you
man, if we're going to go into it, I'll go into it. No, I do not think people should be taken off the air for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Nope.
Look, I've met Mr. Kimmel. Let me tell you about him. I didn't really talk to him.
I never met him. He's fine. I was a Craig Ferguson guy. I love Craig.
No, Chris Ferguson. He's the Scotch guy. The skeleton. Jeff was the sidekick.
Jeffrey Peterson.
Jeffrey Pearson. The late show with Craig Ferguson.
Jordan Peterson owns.
Jeffrey
Peterson. The skeleton.
Yeah, not.
Ah.
What the fuck you talking
You
about?
know the harmonica in his nose, the snake blood.
The bits. He's got lots of bits. He's great bits.
On CBS, so you always think the CBS cares, but one of his like studio was leaking water, just actively. So he had like a fucking bucket next to his desk catching water leaks from the ceiling.
It was like really high budget show.
Oh,
Yeah, it
it was
was.
better that it was like that. Honestly, it was just so. It was very funny. He was my favorite. I think it was by far.
Anyway,